We had a coal furnace, and the coal delivery guy would stop the truck right in front of the house and put this big wooden chute against the coal door on the front and dump wheelbarrow loads. It was my job to make sure that the door down in the basement was shut, and because the dust from all that would work its way all the way through the house, so you had to make sure the door was shut. You didn't open it for at least an hour. And then we had one coal furnace. It was a stove that sat in the dining room, and so I always had to make sure that the coal shuttle right next to the stove was full of coal, and bring that up. And then you had the clinkers. You always had to shake the thing and scoop out the clinkers, and that went into the garden. Or if they were big enough, they might have gone in the driveway. So you used everything. We didn't have an iceman, but right directly across the street, old Reverend Schultz, who was the retired pastor from Trinity Lutheran, him and his housekeeper, she lived in the double right next door. The iceman would come by every so many days, and I can remember there was a dial on the front window, and it would tell you how many pounds of ice that they would need. And he would first go in and take the tray out and dump the water, and then put it all back. And then he had this big leather apron, and he'd throw the chunk of ice on his shoulder and carry it in, and put the ice in. And when he was done, he would always make sure that as kids, we'd be hanging off the back of the truck, and he'd chip off a chunk of ice and give to us. And so we always had fun with the Iceman.